Yeah, what's up with it, y'all? Yeah, okay. We back with another one. I'm gonna try to do a couple of these. I'm gonna try to do them in the mornings. Before I have to go to work. Like I said yesterday, I'm a little sick right now, but I'm getting over this cold. Got to be at work in like an hour and 30 minutes or whatnot. But I was watching this video right here, the 35 ancient lessons from Thoth's emerald tablets to activate your cosmic power. Like I was checking it out. I think I'm like real. I'll be interested in Thoth because not just because the emerald tablets. Because if you notice, a lot of people say that they're not real and all these different things, and like I understand that. I clearly understand that it might not be like a legit book, but on top of that, I've had experiences where I've seen Thoth in my experience before I even knew who he was. But when I got to Thoth on my it was crazy, because when I seen him sitting on this throne and how he was looking at me and the different movements he was making, he telepathically asking me like, how'd you even get here? And I'm like, going, I don't even know, like, where am I? What am I? And he was like, this is a higher state of consciousness or a higher state of being. For you to even be here right now is just like, he's just like, looking at me making these faces, leaning back in this big giant throne, like, like how, like, and it was like just the weirdest thing, but it gave me a clear understanding about life. And this video goes into depth about a couple of things that I was able to understand. So I'm gonna just get into the video, and as we watch the video, I'll stop it. I'll stop and go. But make sure you like the video, okay? And then in the end, give your 2 cents on what you think, and then I'll answer the questions. I'll tap back in. So let's go and just get into the video, bro.
You are not human having a spiritual experience. You are consciousness temporarily wearing a human suit. Your body is cosmic technology on loan from the universe.
Hey, see, and this is one of the things I always that later on I start to see, like, like, bro, we are not human. Like, this is a name that we gave ourselves. We can say God gave it to us or whatever, but the real ones, you already know what God and who God is. But I'm just saying, we are not human. We are something beyond that. But we put ourselves in the human box in order, so we have control over each other. So we can do these certain things that we do. But we are much more than that.
A temporary vehicle you mistakenly identify as yourself.
Yeah.
The emerald tablets of Tahuti, the Atlantean, as he was known to the African.
And this is what I say. I seen him as this bird right here, bro. Like, to see this right here in like real life though, like not like this cartoon drawing, but to be something real. And it's like weird because for the ones that dive in, when you start seeing like this emerald green right here, or you start to see like peacock feathers, or like that, you're there. You're there. You can meet Thoth, the Atlantean. You can actually meet him and have conversations with him, or he'll have conversations with you. But when you start to see this, let it happen, and you will be there.
Africans, known to the Greeks as Thoth and Hermes, known to the Indian Hindus and Buddhists as Trilokinaji or Trilokinath, to the Olmecs and Mayans as Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan.
And as y'all know, like I've been on journeys to where I've seen Quetzalcoatl. I've been on journeys to where I've seen all these entities, but the Quetzalcoatl, that was crazy too, seeing that dragon, because it was like wow. I looked at just like the way that they were doing the art that they were making out of the stone and stuff like that, bro. But it was like I said, it be real though. It don't be like these drawings or like these statues. It be real, bro. It be like, it's the wildest thing. But it's an understanding that pushes us beyond what we see ourselves as and what we think we are.
known to Romans and Eurasian alchemists as Hermes Trismegistus. These tablets preserve wisdom from between 40 to 36,000 years ago that transcends all modern spiritual teachings because cosmic laws never expire.
Never.
As Tahuti wrote, "As I to thee am a god by my knowledge, so ye too shall be gods of the future because of your knowledge far above theirs."
And this is wild, right? Because this is something that was presented in the Bible. Like, didn't it say in your text that ye are gods? But it's wild because a lot of people don't want to believe this. They don't want to believe we are the gods because when you say that, they think you're saying, "Oh, we are the God that made everything." No, there's something that's bigger than that. But you are the God that made everything because the decisions that you made in life, the choices that you made to believe the things that you decide to believe. You are your own creator. You're deciding to believe this. You're deciding to believe that. You're deciding that Pepsi is your favorite soda. You're deciding that Tupac was the best rapper. You're making these decisions. Nobody else is making these decisions for you. They might throw them out there, but you're making the choice to choose to believe these different things. So how could you not be your own God? Like, even if you're choosing that God is this over here, you're still making that choice. You're doing it.
You'll hear me speak in Old English, but that's just the most recent translation to help you understand. These tablets were created before all Latin languages were thought of. Remember that as I begin. Lesson number 1. Consciousness precedes physical form.
Wow.
Your body contains your consciousness like a cup holds water. The water remains water regardless of its container. Lesson number 2. Time forms cycles rather than lines. The dweller told Tahuti, "Time changes not, but all things change in time. For time exists as the force that holds events separate, each in proper place. Time remains not in motion, but ye move through time as your consciousness moves from one event to another."
And the same as your thoughts, the same as your ideas, do the same thing. And like the one thing that we don't see with time is, as I always said, everything is happening at one time. We just put it in times in order to keep it separate, to be able to hold on to certain events, certain timelines and stuff like that. But everything is actually happening at one time.
Lesson number 3. Death represents transition rather than ending. The flame of life never extinguishes, only changes form. Some fear this reality. Yet why is fear becoming what you already are? Eternal awareness.
Man.
Lesson number 4. 3 channels carry life force through existence. In your body, these are today in India known as Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. Mastery of these currents brings control of life essence itself. Lesson number 5. Balance forms the fundamental cosmic law. Every imbalance eventually returns to equilibrium. Your chaotic emotions eventually exhaust themselves into stillness. Lesson number 6. Emotional disorder creates physical chaos. Your feelings shape reality more directly than your thoughts.
You pay attention to that. Your feelings shape reality more than your thoughts, because your feelings take control. Like your feelings are alive too. They're their own entity.
Modern medicine calls this psychosomatic illness.
Psychosomatic
Tahuti
illness.
understood this 36,000 years ago. Lesson number 7. Fire, the inner force, transforms everything through proper application. This power burns inside you now, waiting to be directed. Lesson number...
And that's one of the things that I always say, because a lot of, we can call people NPCs, we can call them all these different things, but that same fire that's burning within you is burning within everybody. That same thing that's inside of you is within everybody. But being that this thing is like the same thing within everybody, the way it expresses itself is in every which way. So the way that it expresses itself within you is not going to be the same way that it expresses itself within me, because this thing is looking at life in every which way possible that you can think of. It's looking at life as every type of entity that was ever formed, whether it was a inanimate object or whether it was like alive like us, like people, or whether it was an animal, an insect. This thing is looking at itself in every which way, forming itself in every which way that you could think of or that it can think of.
Number 8, knowledge without application creates nothing.
Wow.
Many scholars understand these tablets intellectually, yet never embody their wisdom. They remain like food critics who never eat.
Yeah.
Lesson number 9, light represents perfect order. Darkness represents temporary disorder. Your purpose involves transforming disorder into order, both within yourself and in the world. Lesson number 10,
Exactly.
both light and darkness emerge from one source. True wisdom recognizes their essential unity. How can you fear the dark when it comes from the same source as light?
And remember, on my 4ACO experience, this is what I seen right here. Was like, I'm scared to go in the backyard while I'm tripping. Like I was scared to go into the backyard because remember, I seen the shadow entities all around the gate. So it was like, every time it come to it, or like when the Cyclops, I seen the moon, the clouds go around the moon and change into a Cyclops and chase me in the house, and I ran in the house. And so I was always scared to go in the back while I was tripping. And then I was in the bathroom and I'm off the 4ACO, and the 4ACO like laughing like, how could you be scared of the darkness? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's dark out there. This is out there. They said, you create the darkness. You create the light and the dark. How could you be scared of something that you created? And I was able to see it clearly, bro. It was like, dang, I create my own fears. I'm the one who makes myself scared of these things. I have really no reason to be scared of these things, but I create my own fear. And once I seen that, bro, that's why it was easier for me to dive in and not be scared of what I seen or what was happening. I could just accept it because I started seeing it all as myself. And it's like, bro, you can further your lessons with the psychedelics if you just grasp life and like these things that are being said, and you pay attention and you take heed to them and you use them on your journeys.
If these ancient principles resonate with something deeper inside you than mere intellectual curiosity, give us a subscribe. These teachings connect you to wisdom that survived the rise and fall of countless civilizations over tens of thousands of years.
And I always say that, it's trillions of people that lived this life before we did. And then we come in and, at the time we live in, we think we're right. We know we're right. Nothing can tell us that we're wrong in whatever we're doing. Each person, each individual. And it's like millions of people didn't live this. Who was right? What if none of them was right?
We continue. Lesson number 11. Physical reality exists as vibration, frequencies you tune into or out of based on your consciousness. Modern quantum physics confirms what Tahuti knew millennia ago. Lesson number 12.
Man.
Order emerges from chaos through the word. Primordial vibration organizing reality. Tahuti instructs, sing thou the song of freedom. Create the high vibration that will make thee one with the whole.
And that's another thing that I took into account, is like how it said it'll make you one with the whole. So when you dive in, you become one with everything, especially like with all your thoughts, your ideas, with everything that's outside of you, because it's existing within you. So you become one with everything, like even the experiences that you're having and the things that you're seeing, you become one with that. You become attached to it to where it's not separate from you. And that's the one thing that I think that we get mixed up because when we have these experiences, we try to separate them from ourselves and make them different than what we are. We try to make the realities or the dimensions we go into different than ourselves, and they're not. They are you, they are a part of you.
Your words carry power beyond your comprehension. Lesson number 13. Space curves rather than extends linearly. Moving through angles creates limitation, while moving through curves creates freedom. Einstein discovered this mathematically. Tahuti knew it experientially. Lesson number.
Hey, and that's one of the things that I always said was the fact that, you know, we are travelers. We are, you know, interdimensional travelers, to where we don't just travel through these realities. We travel through ideas, we travel through beliefs, we travel through feelings, we travel through all these different things constantly, cuz this is what we are. We're like traveling experiencers, experiencing all these different things, emotions, and we like, but we just travel through all this stuff and we become part of it and we make it us. We make it us, but like, even though it's really not, because the thing that we are is so much more, bro. And it's harder, you know, it's kind of hard to accept when you're living a life and you begin to believe that you are this body. Like, I'm not saying that you're not, because you're this too, but you're so much more than this right here. You are all these things in one. That's why you're able to have these experiences. That's how come you're able to see the things, hear the things, taste the things, smell the things, because you are all these things in one. And on that note, I'm about to have to tap out, but I'm just saying, comment on this video so I can see what you say. I ain't gonna make it too long. I'm gonna, you know, make them short and straight to the point, and then I'll post this video in the description so you can go finish the video and comment on that video and come back and comment to me what you seen in it that you brought you to realizations within your journey, because we all are on this hero's journey of life. We all are this thing. We all are the happening. So I thank you guys for being patient, you know, as I'm going through what I'm going through with this schooling and work and all this, and I'm still trying to make this happen and do this, you know, like, because I can't leave this. You know, I love this right here. I love you guys. You feel me? This is what I do. This is what I do. This is a part of me now. You guys are a part of me as I am a part of you. So until Saturday night, I will be doing a live on Saturday night. So remember this, you know, I'll be doing a live on Saturday night because I'm going to be off Sunday, and then I'll do another live on Sunday, but I'll let you know the time, you know, sometime today or tomorrow. But I'm about to hop off here. Y'all have a beautiful day, and stay blessed, man. And peace out, you know, my usual. Peace out.